Why am I getting a password problem? Hold on.
My whole screen is crooked. Do I look crooked?
Taking tips. That's why they cups right there. Drop the tip in there.
I'm always taking tips.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know why I thought about that, but how you doing? All right, Tori?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I feel you. Probably still getting settled in and shit.
Oh my god, my whole house is still in boxes.
Right. I forgot you're doing that on top of everything. Jesus.
So my whole house is in boxes. I'm broadcasting from my spare bedroom now.
Oh, okay.
So I had to try to straighten stuff up in here and I don't have a backdrop right now. I do, but it's packed away. And
that looks fine. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, it's my nice gray wall.
It just ain't sparkly, but it's cool. It'll do.
We're gonna get a spark. We're gonna get a new sparkly one. Right. You know how I do. Word.
Good evening, y'all. Here in hot-ass, humid Detroit. Not that I wanted to, but very hot and humid, nasty and sticky. I'm used to that dry shit. So broadcasting from my traveling mansion.
You just described my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, wow. Dry or sticky?
Dry or sticky?
Dry, all of that. Muggy, sticky, humid, dirty, nasty.
Muggy, sticky, nasty.
So, uncomfortable.
That sounds uncomfortable.
I'm here in Detroit because my dad got rushed to the hospital because he had a little bit of a heart attack at, I think it was on, what's today's date? Today's Wednesday. So I think it was like Monday night or whatever. So I'll give you my my crash course how I got here. So I leave tomorrow. I left yesterday after work, and then I get there, whatever, right after work. It was like 11 o'clock. So I get here at 6 in the morning, right? And I think I told you guys. So I get to the airport, and the lady's like, sorry, we're going to have to move you to tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And I'm like, that doesn't work. She goes, well, there's no engine in the plane. And I'm like, what? She's like, there's no engine in the plane. I was like, okay. So I was like, when can you get me out? She's like, well, I can get you over to another plane. You fly to Atlanta. And I said, God damn it, I hate that fucking airport. So Atlanta, then I get to Detroit, and I was like, well, what time do I get to Detroit? She said about 10:30. So so I get to Atlanta, and then you got to take like 8 trains to get to your terminal. You know how Atlanta. So that's a cluster. And then when I get on the plane, there's a crying baby on both planes, and I'm like,
fuck them kids.
It's fucked up. So here I am.
Did the baby shit though? I've been on a plane where a baby shit and the whole fucking thing stunk, and I was like,
oh, wow.
You try not to be rude because it's a baby and the baby's gotta poop, but couldn't you make sure your baby shit before you got on the flight?
Shit, baby, shit before you get on this plane.
Parents know what they can or can't feed their kids to make them shit. They know. Like, I had Zach shits down to a science. Like, what the fuck? Figure it the fuck out. I mean, because, listen, for me, as a parent, I don't want my kids shitting in public. So, if you got to, you got to. But I'm funny about germs like that. So, I'm making sure you're doing the deed when you're home. And if it's a baby, I mean, you can't always help it.
Yeah.
Fuck, stay home.
Stay home.
And some Gerber.
So they were definitely prune juice. They were definitely on the mask thing, over the nose. I was waiting for some fights to break out because it seemed like there was people definitely on the edge. But here I am. And then I
you didn't fly Spirit, did you?
Oh, fuck no. My uncle flew Frontier. I seen him at the airport because he was going to Orlando. And then when I was in Atlanta, I ran into a friend of the show. Shout out to Tess. She was on the plane, and she's like, hey, where are you at? And I'm like, I'm on a plane. She's like, that's funny because is that you behind me? I was like, wait a minute, what?
Creeper. Did I just get recognized?
Yeah. So she was like, I'm right here. So I guess there was bad weather in Atlanta. So she was in Florida, and then she flew to Atlanta, and they grounded Atlanta, and she had to take the plane the next day. So there's my morning, and then
there's a lot of bad weather everywhere right now.
Right, and they said there was like flash floods. I was like, what's going on? So I ran over.
There's actually a typhoon supposedly on the way in Japan.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you.
Well, there's a meteor. There's going to be a meteor that's going to hit pretty soon too. So
that's why they were talking about the canceling some of the events in the Olympics and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Well,
I did hear about the cancellation, but I wasn't sure what for. I've been pretty off following.
That's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. So I went to see my dad. Okay. Came home, took a shower, went to get something to eat at Armando's. Came back, and then I went back to the hospital. And
did they let you? How many people are they letting in right now?
Two people at the same time.
Oh, really? See, the week before when I was there, as I told you guys, my Aunt Constance, who is also a friend of the show and watches often, shout out to Aunt Connie, she had some issues happen and she had to go emergency into the hospital. And they would only let one person at a time. And even if you just say, you know, I popped in to see her, and I left, they wouldn't let a new person come. Just that person just for that day. And that was at Beaumont, Troy.
Okay, I don't know.
So
So I went to eat. Took a shower. Came to eat, and then I went to have a drink with a friend, and then I went back up to the hospital because my sister's like, it's close to 8. I'm like, oh fuck. So she was stressing me.
How did she say it though?
Yeah, it close to fucking 8. So she's like, you're fucking putting into my fucking spending time with dad. I'm thinking it's 10 o'clock because you used to be 10 o'clock. So
right,
they changed all of that. Yeah.
So I'm just kind of chilling, having a drink, right? I'm in, and I'm like, okay, and then she calls me. She's like, where are you at? And I'm like, oh my god. So I hurry up and down the beer, whatever. And I head over there, head her back to my mom's house, pick her up, and then I talked to my dad and seen how he was feeling and stuff. She was rubbing his feet, and then my cousin. Shout out to Chrissy D. I went to, I don't know if any of her family's watching the podcast, but my cousin, she's in intensive care on the first unit.
Oh,
she's not doing good. So I went to say, you never know, life's short, right? So I was kind of teared up because I went and I told, I was rubbing her head and I was like, I love you. And she kind of teared up, but she really couldn't talk. So I don't know the status of her. My aunt told me she was in where she was. I went to say, I told her I loved her, and I took off and came to do the podcast. So, just
prayers go out to your entire family right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god, because they said she's on the first floor. My dad's on the 5th floor. So I'm like, oh my god.
And she's in ICU?
Yeah, she's in ICU. So she's not doing, I don't know what the status is. But
is she older or younger than you?
She's older than me. She's 2 years older than me. So she's got some things going on, and I really don't know what's going on. I just I just rubbed her head, and she teared up, and she really didn't say much. And then
at least she knew you were there, which is good.
Yeah.
She got to see you. That's all that matters.
All it takes is somebody to show up a little bit, and that does wonders for them. At least for that day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's my day. So how are you guys doing? I mean, that was crazy, but it was a crash course. I'm sorry, I couldn't email this whole story to you, but I figured I would.
No, you just had to tell us.
I'm good. I'm doing good.
I'm just sorry. I was thinking
relaxing, taking it one day at a time. And when I got the call yesterday, I was just like, wow, obviously that's not my business to tell, but my sister, your mom, I guess, went into Hacienda like last week, my sister said, or something like that.
Okay.
So she's seen her, and but she texted your sister. You know, everybody's contacting each other and stuff. So
right.
You know, I just told a couple people that I know probably there's not on Facebook and stuff like that. So yeah, man. I don't know. I'm just praying for him. I said the rosary earlier. So I know your dad's a strong man. So I'm just, you know,
yeah, definitely.
Everything will be all right.
He was just definitely himself. I showed up.
That's good.
And I said, I got a stripper. missing one leg, but
yeah.
You know, and he said, yeah, he couldn't laugh, and yeah. So, and then when I got back to the hospital, I says, "You ready to go? Come on, let's go. Let's get you out of this bed." He said, "I wish." And then he was with his same attitude. God, I gotta fucking be here another 5 days.
Yeah, man. Hey, I told you, you know, when my dad was in the
hospital. But he was watching the Tigers game the whole time. There,
my dad was like, he got mad one day. He was like, give my effing wallet.
Yeah,
give my wallet. I'm out here.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving town.
I'm thinking
it sounds like my dad in the hospital.
I'm thinking like, damn, he didn't even want to ask for his pants. He just wants his wallet. Just give me my wallet. I'm gone.
My fucking wallet.
Or whenever my dad's in the hospital, I call him. I'm like, hey, Dad, how they treating you? He's like, these nurses are for shit. And you can hear the nurse. And I'm like, Dad. Right. You know,
my dad was
speaker, right?
My mom said that my dad was very, you know, thankful and flirtatious. Oh, thanks, honey. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Oh, yeah. My dad usually say. Unfortunately, my dad has a lot of health problems, and sadly, when he does go into the hospital, it's the last resort, and he ends up having to stay a while. So he's really gracious and grateful the first week.
Right. After that, you
and
lose
then
your
after that, he's taking notes on which nurse or nurse's aide he doesn't like, and he is letting you know. He's letting the whole floor know. He will tell the one, yeah, that's Susan. She's for shit.
They're gonna kick me out when I get that age.
Man.
Even though I get, let's say I get bad health or whatever, and I'm gonna be fucking with a nurse. My cock's gone.
Oh my god. My dad's always.
Did you take my cock?
I'll call my dad and be like, hey, Dad.
I know you took it.
You took it. I'm like, hey, Dad, what'd you eat? And every day he's like, tuna. He finds one thing he likes wherever he's at, and he just sticks with it. I'm like, you gonna switch it up a little bit? Nah, they don't have fucking pizza. I'm eating tuna.
You gotta be careful.
Like, oh yeah, that's what he says. You can't just eat anything here.
You know, tuna and Jello.
Anyway.
Okay.
And then it's kind of a clusterfuck. You know, Henry Ford's kind of a clusterfuck to get in there, and it's a fucking maze, and you know what I mean? Like, I was getting aggravated, and then I was leaving, trying to get to the, do the show, and I'm walking towards where the car's parked, and the guy goes, "Oh, the door's locked," and I was like, "So you're telling me the door's locked to where the parking lot's at?" He goes, "Yeah, you got to walk out the main entrance." I said, and then my mom goes, no, let's just go down here. We'll go on emergency. We'll walk around. I was like, are you sure, Mom? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And then my sister, we're trying to get there, right? She's saying, go down Grand Boulevard. I said, I'm not going down Grand Boulevard. It's going to take me, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to fucking take me forever to get to the hospital. And I said, I'm jumping on the freeway. And she's like, where are you going? I said, I'm going the way that I know how to fucking go. Like, I'm not going down the streets. It's going to take me 20 minutes down Grand Boulevard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have to pass Northwestern. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going down the fucking. I'm not. So she was aggravated because I was taking a different way. Yada, yada, yada. But I'm here. It's Wednesday.
Hey, question.
Sure.
Alex popped off for a second here, but I know you guys are cousins, but how are you related? Like,
so actually, technically, we're
by
not.
Marriage?
No, a lot of my cousins actually lived in the same house. 2996, 3000. So it's a two-family house that he's talking about. So it was 2996. I think that was the address, and 3000 12th Street. Rosa Parks, Alex,
I asked how you guys were related.
Yeah, so Alex is my cousin's
Yeah,
cousin.
you explain it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cousin's cousin. And
I got lots of those.
And I'll give you, so Alex's first cousin, and I'm going to just say his name, Jesse Hernandez. His dad and my dad are cousins. So it's funny. His grandfather,
through marriage, basically.
Yeah, his grandfather was a Strata. My dad's father was a Strata. So they're like, to be honest with you, my cousin that I seen in LA, he says there's a whole town that everybody's related that's a Strata. So really, like I said, so
we got a huge family.
Yeah, so my second cousin's Alex's first cousin, and his dad and my dad's mom were cousins. His dad and my grandmother were brother and sister. So so they all think,
I get it because I have a huge family like that too.
It's very confusing.
A lot of my cousins are my cousin's cousins, so I get it. I completely get it. I don't think, hey, this is my cousin's cousin. No, it's similar. It's the same. Just like when you're Mexican or Italian, like if this is your cousin's cousin and y'all hang out your entire life, we're all fucking cousins. That's what it is.
Family.
We're just cousins.
That's exactly.
If you go to Ancestry.com, there's like people on there that says they're like my sixth cousin. I don't even know how that even works.
How does that even work?
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I think I got my cousin's cousin just texted me. I'm laughing right now. I swear, I can't even make this shit up.
So I'm
like Outcast, my baby's mama's mama.
My baby's mama.
So I'm sending like a
we
picture.
Invited to all the cookouts.
To burn through this. So I'll jump right into the show. So Brittany exposes her boobs. She puts a little star on it. What was your thoughts? I mean, I know I've seen her do the cartwheel. Like, that's not a good thing because she might get locked. You know what I mean? She shouldn't go crazy.
You know, I'm all for her wanting to do that, right? Because she should be able to do just that. Whatever she wants to fucking do, she should be able to. But in her circumstances, and she's fighting right now for her freedom, this could hurt her. Even though people are like, good for her, yes.
Right.
Not right now. Give it just a little bit more time, Brittany. I'm telling you, it's coming. You're right there. People are supporting you. They want you free. They want you to be able to show whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want.
Right.
But while you're fighting for it, they're looking at her mental well-being, right?
Yeah.
And so they could easily go, she's not stable. She's out here showing her tits and she's making these,
show your tits. Send me
we all show our tits at one point in our life, right? Or a million points in our life. We're not going to, it's not about me. This is not about me. It's about Brittany, right? So, it saddens me that she can't do these things. But it's just not the time because they're looking at her mental state right now and she's got to walk that fucking fine line and look sane and not promiscuous and not outrageous and out of control and whatever things that her dad is going to say she has to look the opposite. And doing that is feeding into what he's saying what he's going to use against her. I just feel like any ammunition for him she needs to just hold off.
So I don't mean to go down the rabbit hole, but I got to get the sound effect when I get back home. But I saw a meme and you were saying she's being promiscuous, she's doing this, showing titty bit. But somebody was saying, how can you be embarrassed when you're doing 69 with a girl and you're staring at her butthole, but she's scared to fart in front of you? I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, true. Have you had somebody fart in your face before doing that?
I have. So let's go down deeper. So I have.
Yes, Connie, I agree. Fake it till you make it, Brittany. Okay, go ahead.
I
need to give a little shout out to Connie.
I was about 16. The girl's not on my Facebook friends or whatever, but I know.
You're going to tell. Okay, here we go.
I'm going to tell you a story. I was in my dad's Astro van. So we're talking in the 80s, right?
I'm sorry.
It was the same. It was actually the same.
Started with that. What happened was my daddy had an Astro van.
Yeah, and then he had the speakers on like the headrest. Do you remember those? I don't know.
I do, motherfucker. I do. So weak.
So you know, I'm there. You know, I'm eating full course meal, and I'm like, wow, really? Excuse me.
Whoops.
Whoopsie doopsie. Did you just fart? So Alex, do you continue?
So was it a butt fart or was
Hey,
it
man,
was
I don't want no part of that question.
So
that never happened to me. Don't jinx me. Don't put none of that on me. I don't want no part of that question.
Okay,
well, anyway,
but was it a real fart or did it come out of her? Was it air that came out of her vagina? Which was it?
Air, but I did do the strong arm. I went.
He said the
You know what I mean?
Now you face master.
I did the strong arm. Whoa!
You woed her?
Yeah, and then you know the fucking Willie just.
Did the John Cena? You can't see me.
Hey.
So it did come out of her butt, though.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
pretty sure.
Yeah, because it
came out of one of the holes.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, it was definitely a pussy fart because you're eating it.
It's your fault. It was your fault. You probably had her legs pushed up too far.
Unless I was blowing into it like a fucking water balloon, it shouldn't be.
Did you have her legs pushed up too far?
No, we were 69 in.
Oh,
Yeah, no. So I sent you that video. I thought that was a fart. I thought that was funny. I sent you that video where the guy says
she pooted.
She said, "Honey, this is what happened." She takes the water bottle, Alex, and takes all the water out, and she goes, "Squeeze it." He goes, "That's what you do when you get me upset and my heart hurts. Squeeze it more." And he says, "That's when it really hurts. Now blow into it." And she blows it back up. He goes, "See, you can cure my heart with just a blowjob." So I thought that was awesome. Yeah.
Hashtag random questions from Drake. I like that hashtag. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one of my favorite shows, he actually had emergency.
Well, hey, hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen. I've been following Britney Spears. Of course, I love her to death, but
love her.
She did do something. She did do something.
Drink her bathwater.
She did do something yesterday that was a little bit more on. You know what I mean? Like she was painting. That's normal.
Yeah, she does that.
Do stuff like that with dealing with. She was posted about dealing with what's going on in her life. Blah blah blah. So I was like, there you go. Paint some. Do some coloring or whatever. Some finger painting.
Did she stay in the lines or no?
I don't know. I didn't watch it all.
She paints a lot. Yeah, she does a lot of that stuff. I mean, so I've seen on her page, following and
with her kids and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just with everything going on,
it's gotta be
I know
easy.
she's getting restless and reckless, and I'm sure she probably talked to her lawyer and he was like, things are going well, you'll be fine. So maybe she got a little courage to do that, but still. And like another thing that I was thinking, even though her dad is going to say she's this and she's that and she's reckless and she's promiscuous and she can't keep her head straight and all of these things.
Right.
Look at it from a different perspective. This is a man who forced her to pretty much dance in bra and panties and perform beyond her will, after her will, for very many years. So for him to say those things, it's like, it's a hypocrite. Like, you can't say that she's promiscuous when you have her fucking dancing in underwear.
Right.
What's the fucking difference? One, she's getting paid, and the other one, she's just doing it out of free will because she wants to, feel sexy. So it just sucks because he's gonna use that. I know he's gonna use that against her.
Right.
He's gonna use anything he can. She's his cash cow. Like, without her, what's he gonna do?
Right.
He needs her money. He needs her money. Her parents been pimping her out for years.
Pimping.
I do like the fact, though. I'd like to see all of the celebrities that have known Britney for a long time. Even like, did you see Lance Bass? He came out and said that he was kept from her, and they were really good friends. Yeah, he said he came out and said, free Britney, and he was kept from her. And there was a lot of people that made comments. Even who was it? I think it was, I can't remember who it was now. I'll have to look. Maybe Iggy or somebody, Azalea maybe. So she said, or no, it was Christina Aguilera, I think. They spoke about how her dad like would pretty much pop contracts on people right before they would go on stage, because like some craziness. Like he would be like, okay, if you're gonna go out, if you're gonna perform with her, you need to sign this right now. And it would be some outlandish shit, mind you, like 15 minutes before they're supposed to fucking perform.
Right.
So I don't know. He's been doing, there's a lot of people that are finally stepping forward because they know that it's going to help her and they know it's wrong. And so I'm really glad to see that happening.
Right.
So hopefully that energy stays.
I'm getting a lot of texts saying, how's your dad? He's doing good. He's stable. So just throwing it out there, he's stable. They really don't know. They got to get his blood pressure under control and all that good stuff. So as we were talking about heart attacks, Bob from You Better Call Saul had a heart attack. He was rushed. And then they did open heart surgery today. And I'm like, man, that's like, I love that guy on You Better Call Saul. So
I know. I saw that.
He had a heart attack. And then the guy from Gladiators, the Braveheart actor, 65, died of a heart attack. So guys, I hate to preach it, but I was like, man, I definitely have to change the way I eat. My sister's on this, I don't know what this diet is, but anyways, just, man, I can't eat tortillas with fucking mantequilla anymore. You know what I mean? I can't eat it with butter. And, my uncle he used to eat 12 eggs a day, and now he's down to 4. I'm like, man, we just got to watch our cholesterol or blood pressure. Like, man, I can't eat some of this shit anymore. And then I get heartburn right away. So definitely body's telling me, hey, you know what?
Right.
Time to change.
I actually was just thinking that too.
Heartburn. That shit just, I can eat a banana and get heartburn now. I'm like, what the hell?
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky in the sense I've never had heartburn. I can't even tell you what it feels like.
Even when you were pregnant? Because I know some pregnant women have it.
No, and everybody, and both, everybody says, oh, if you have a baby with a lot of hair, you're like the wives' tales, right? No, never had heartburn. Don't know what it feels like. Doesn't even, I can't even describe it. Obviously, it's in your heart and it burns. That's all I really know.
She's on not grass something. She's on something.
Vegan.
No, you kind of like vegan, but something else. I forgot what she said. But
I thought about it the other. So when we were driving home from Detroit, driving through Texas. When you drive through Amarillo, you pass these cattle ranches, and it's so inhumane when I seen it. I started crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I can't stop thinking about this. It's not just some, you see cattle along the drive out in the fields or on a farm, 10, 12, 20. 30 maybe. They're all spread out. They got their little baby calves with them. They're so fucking cute. I just want to cuddle them all, right? When you drive past these cattle ranches, there's probably 100,000. I've never seen this many cattle in an open space in my entire life, and they're literally piled on top of each other, like fucking piled. It nose to ass. It's the worst thing I think I've ever seen in regards to animals. I cried, and I said to Dominic, I was like, I think I want to become vegan, or just maybe like wean myself and eat fish, and then just go straight to
fish. I think you could have a steak once a month. I think you'd have a steak once a month, but just cut down the red meat, cut down a lot of the stuff. I
love vegetables and fruits. Like fruits is probably my weakness when it comes to trying to do the keto diet, because fruits, and I don't eat high fat. Like it just it just doesn't settle well with me. Like I don't put mayo on shit. I don't do anything really high in fat like that. But I love fruit. Can you hear me?
I'm literally on top of the Wi-Fi, and I'm getting problems. I'm like right on top of it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
I'm gonna
After
switch.
seeing that, it was okay. After seeing that, it was traumatizing. Like, have you ever seen a cattle ranch before?
I'm trying to remember when we were driving back from Arizona. I think pretty sure we came across one or two or something like that. And I was like blown away. And it probably wasn't nothing like you said, but just to see all that cattle live.
I've never seen something this full before. Like I've seen a lot of cattle, right?
Like we've all seen
like a ranch, right?
You guys back?
I've seen that.
This was like fields, not just acres. This was fields.
Y'all back?
Almost like a cornfield, just filled with cattle.
Yes. And it had a house, like I wouldn't even call it a house, probably like a barn in the center, and they had fields on one side and on the other. As soon as you got into the area, I had to put my shirt over my nose because I'm like, oh my God, what is that smell? So on our way there, when we hit Amarillo, it was nighttime, so we couldn't see it. We could only smell it. So I had no clue what I had smelled until on the way home, and we saw it in the daylight, and I was heartbroken. Like I was crying. I'm like, and then the whole drive, I just kept going, I can't get that out of my fucking mind. I just can't. I can't get that out of my mind. So
there's you know, once again, you always remind me of something on King of Queens, but there's an episode where he sees he almost runs over a rooster or a chicken or whatever, and he picks it up and takes it, puts it in, you know, it like becomes his friend and shit. So then his neighbor, he takes it to on a farm guy, gives it to him, and then he's just looking at him, and he takes him back because he already knows what's gonna happen to him. So his neighbor makes him watch a video on all of that, on cattle and everything, and he's just like, he turns into,
it was
like,
traumatizing.
he's buying Carrie like outfits made out of hemp. Stuff like that, you know, everything. He became just no meat, nothing like that.
Yeah, so, Micah says try being pescatarian. Is that what that says?
I mean,
pescatarian.
it could be dramatizing to some people.
So what are you allowed to eat when you're pescatarian?
Shit, I thought that was a religion.
Right.
It does sound like a religion. I'm down for that if it's not eating the cattle.
What she's telling me? Oh my God.
You're stupid. Even driving there.
You know what? I'm gonna just be on a Jello diet. Fuck it.
I probably looked crazy because we see the cattle, right? But then we're stopped in traffic on
the
highway, on the interstate, and there's a truck next to us with piggies in it, and they got their little snouts, and they're like going, and they're snouting at me, and you see the babies, and I'm literally calling them, and I said to Dominic, I was like, do I look crazy if I hop out right now and try to pet him? And he's like, please don't fucking do it. And I was like talking to the piggies, and I was telling them I love them and telling them I'm sorry because I know where they were going.
You know, I hear a lot of people always say they don't eat pork.
Jewish, stop eating pork.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I eat the ass out of a pig. I love pig. What the hell?
You know what? I like bacon. Everything else, man.
No.
I like ribs. I like ribs, but it's not like my first choice.
Like remember,
I really do like fucking bacon though. But after seeing that, yeah, I remember Boomerang.
Boomerang. He said, "I've eaten that pig from the rootin' to the tootin'."
No, that cattle farm really traumatized me.
I'm sorry.
There was some shit I had never seen. It was like they were so many that you couldn't even see where they ended. Wow. It wasn't like, oh, that's where the
like I said, I guess the moral of the story
and there was no space in between them.
Change the way you eat, guys.
Yes.
You know, we're cursed with this diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure, you know, small dicks and all that stuff. So
all of it. Hey, maybe veggies will make your dick grow. Eat eggplants, guys.
Man, I would eat the shit out of veggies all day. I'd be like, and growing.
Like,
growing.
He loved veggies.
Growing. I just want to throw it over my shoulder and be like, yeah, that's mine. What's up?
Fucking stupid. Hi.
Well,
You introduce yourself and then you introduce your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my fucking friend. This is my 3-legged arm.
Damn.
Hey, you might be able to claim him on your taxes.
Yeah. So we'll stay in entertainment. Like I said, so he had a heart attack. The guy from Gladiator had a heart attack. Slipknot drummer, and I can't think of his name. I know his name is Chris. I had it on the list, but he passed. I don't know what.
Did he? I thought he.
Yeah, he's like.
I didn't think he passed.
They were saying like he's like the top 5 drummer in the world from Slipknot.
Yeah.
The guy from the dating game, the serial killer. I don't even fucking remember this, but Rodney ALCALA. Dead at 75, 77.
The original, original dating game, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking because
I can't. I forgot about this. This guy.
Wait a second. He was a host for the dating game.
No. He was a serial killer that hunted down people that were on the dating game.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got confused with the story at first.
And they just gave him the buzzaroo and.
I remember this. Yeah, but wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserved to die. That's crazy. He hunted down men and women. He was a serial killer for men and women.
I don't know if it. I know it was men, but I don't know if it was women.
Oh, he attacked men.
Yeah.
Creepy. That's
creepy. So, a famous civil rights leader died too. Bob Moses, legendary, died in 86. So, this last weekend.
Yeah.
And it's funny because somebody did that the other day during the game, and then I don't know if you guys saw that, but the LUCIANA ALVARADO Olympic gymnast does a BLM tribute during the routine, and I think we've talked about this topic already. Like I said, I think this is something that needs to happen. Her Twitter during the games, I think you just got to be more respectful, but that's just my thoughts.
Yeah. Did you see what type of tribute it was?
It was a fist pump.
It wasn't. It wasn't nothing that.
It wasn't like the other one.
It wasn't disrespectful in no way. It didn't. It didn't take attention away from nothing at all.
Okay.
And I actually went on Twitter.
I think it's okay then.
I actually went on Twitter and I clicked on the post, a couple of the pictures that I actually saved and shared on our site.
Right.
And one of the first comments I seen, and I was like, this is it. I mean, it's Twitter.
Right.
Idiots all across the board on there. And the first comment I read was, this guy said, LOL, she didn't even make the finals. And I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like,
well, I mean,
what a clown. I mean, like, that's your first thought. It's just something that has to do with racism.
Right.
And she's from Costa Rica. There's all kinds of shit going on in Cuba. So this is a positive if you're doing something like that. There's, you know what I mean? That's like, in my opinion, I see nothing wrong with that. But I just thought it was like, I'm like, wow, this is the world we live in. That's the first thought that comes to this guy's mind. She didn't even make the finals. You know what I mean? It's something so negative. Like, and then a couple people responded back to him, was like, oh, what place did you finish in the Olympics? Did you make the Olympics? Shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that.
Right.
So I seen that and I was like, my God. But yeah, I thought it was awesome, man. I
know the U.S. has been having a tough some of the competitions. The U.S. team got beat, and then they came back and they routed Israel or Iran 120 to 66. So, U.S. has been having a little time, but I think a lot of teams or a lot of countries are probably having the same time. Simone Biles out of gymnastics team final over mental health issues. I mean, this is.
I'm so sad for her.
Right. We need to address this as a nation. Mental health is a big thing.
Especially after the year we just had, the year and a half we just had.
I don't even know how hard it is to get to the Olympics, but I can imagine that it's fucking hard. And, if you don't make a certain, whatever, you know what I mean? So, you don't know what these athletes are going through.
Right. Michael, I watched the interview earlier, and I'm happy that she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
And
oh, absolutely.
the fact
I'm
that
just sad for her that there isn't any interventions or help leading to, you know, like Drake said, how hard it is on them to cause these things. You know, I just wish that there was something that could be done for them prior to having to drop out of something they worked so fucking hard to get.
Right.
Right.
Well, this is the thing though. She came out and said something. That's a game change. That's a game changer in itself. So,
right.
So what did Michael Phelps say?
So he said he just spoke on it. And he talked about it because he dealt with it himself, and he said a couple good things and great points. And one of them was just that you know, like when he was going through his the training and tryouts for the Olympics, prior and during when he was competing, he said not one person asked him, "How are you doing mentally?" So like,
there you go.
You know, and that's like I said,
that's something
there you go.
thing we need to focus on.
Just like I said, there has to be something to lead up to that.
Yeah, and then I think
nobody even gives a fuck.
What to do with.
Right.
So the fact that she's speaking up and saying something like that, and you know, her teammates are backing her up and all that. This, like he said, you know, it's a game changer. So it's got to start somewhere, and you know, she's getting a lot of support and everything like that. So, I mean, like it's got to come from somewhere. So
it's sad.
You know what I mean? Her teammates supported her, hugged her, all that stuff. They didn't know until she, you know, I seen it. You know, she told him right there, during the competition. So. But you know what's it's awesome, and this tells you exactly, you know, she's not running from it. She's speaking out about it.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. She's still stayed there and cheered for her team and you know, cheered them on.
Just imagine how hard it is for her, not just to come out with that, but to have this pressure of letting your team down.
That doesn't show you the type of character that she possesses, though. Just being
there's just so much that
amazing.
goes into it, and being able to come out. So her bravery is just has to be commended. It really does, because not just for herself, but her family, her coaches, her teammates, the nation. You know who she's representing.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna
sending her all the love and light.
I look at it like this is gonna be. She's going to make more of a bigger impact through mental health than she will by competing in the Olympics, and she could win a million gold medals.
Absolutely.
So I think it's amazing. I mean, but yeah, and hopefully she, you know, she gets better in all ways, shapes, and forms. But yeah, she's an amazing athlete. So
isn't she amazing?
When I was on the plane, I thought I was going to see some people, because there were some people that looked a little antsy, a little aggravated. So it's going around in the nation, and I think people are frustrated. So Seattle's mayor calls for more police after 6 shootings in one weekend. Mayor Jenny Durkan said Seattle lost 25 people over the last weekend. I just think it goes back to like mental health. It goes back to people who are cooped up. You know, people just need to stop. Really think about it. You know, all the lives that we lost, over 500,000 people. We just need to cherish life. And there's something, and I don't know if President Biden can do it, but there's got to be something that's going to bring us together to try to get over this hump. Because here we are again, mask mandates. Kids are back getting mask mandates. Half the nation is unvaccinated. We're just going to go back into this lockdown, and people are going to fucking
we about to be put on punishment again.
Yeah. So people are just being honest with you guys. Everybody just needs to just, like Alex says, relax, take it easy, and go get vaccinated and give people space. You know what I mean?
Not even just that, but give people space, but do some self-care for yourself that will help with your mental, state.
I was just about to say, do some painting, do something.
Do something. A lot of people are, this is the thing. Masturbating, self-care too, and there's this stigma that comes with giving self-care that you're selfish, right? Oh, she's doing for herself. He's doing this for him. Oh, they're fucking selfish. They're full of themselves. That's not the case. Self-care is self-care. It's not selfish.
You gotta put yourself first.
That is something selfless, because if you help, just like we've already said it, we said it before, when you're on the plane, if you don't help yourself first, you can't help the person next to you. And it's the same concept. If you're fucked up in the head and all these things are happening and we all have these stresses of life happening with us, do something good for yourself, even if it's just sitting outside by yourself for 20 minutes, just a break, right? Lock yourself in the bathroom. You got little fingers under the door trying to get to you. Mom, all this, right? Do something for yourself, whatever it is. Go buy a fucking candy bar. Sometimes somebody just needs some fucking chocolate in their life. Like, you know,
sweet tooth.
Something. But I think that self-care is huge. I think that if, like you said, if President Biden's going to do anything, it needs to be put more into mental health and resources to help people, because again, if we get put on lockdown again,
well, somebody was telling me,
get worse.
Yeah.
So somebody was telling me the other day, and I don't know, maybe it was you, I can't remember, but the after effects, the long haulers are calling them. The long hauler COVID patients or whatever.
Yeah.
They're looking to get them some type of a money because they are going through shit. You know, they're going through the shit.
So much.
Yeah. I mean, and then you got
got
all these floods and all these weather and bad
other
storms.
Shit on top
there's
of it.
still the wildfires in California. I mean, there's so much shit going on.
So much shit going on. And there's
keep up.
I don't mean to bring your anxiety up, but there is a meteor headed towards Earth.
Again?
So, again.
Right.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? When is this supposed to happen?
I don't know. I just saw
You're
it.
supposed to tell.
Right.
You can't tell me this and
Right.
what the fuck? Where's my
He was
phone?
like, yeah, it's coming.
I need to
but,
Google this. Here I am. Freaky. I
might have to fly out there and stop it. Maybe I need to come over to Rocket myself and stop it. You know?
Watch Meteor Man tonight.
Meteor Man. Oh, that's I love that movie, especially when remember when she touches him, he's like,
yeah. Yeah, that's just funny. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you know what? This weekend I need a girl to touch me like that because I want to go. You know?
Well, you're in Detroit. That's the place to get her done.
Just to get her done. Just to get her done. So
they're nice and muggy. They're nice and muggy.
Nice and muggy.
Nice and muggy.
Sticky.
I want some hot, sweaty sex, dripping. You know what I mean? Dripping from the nipple. I'm sorry.
I'm drinking some water here.
Right.
And lemon.
And lemon. So we'll move on to the topic of hand. What is your biggest turn-ons and turn-offs? We'll let you go, Alex, first.
Yeah. You know what? Because mine's gonna be pretty boring. Probably,
pretty good.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No. So my biggest, so I'll keep. It's pretty simple. I just pretty much ask myself. So my biggest turn-on is obviously
sucking your toes.
A woman with a sense of humor.
A
woman with a sense of humor. I'm keeping. I told you it's boring, but and the turn-offs are. It's so boring. It's basically personality. I mean, like.
So you're talking about like what?
When I was younger,
you wake up in the morning and you say good morning.
Give us an example.
What's good about it? What's good about it? Like that kind of thing or no?
No, like just a woman that's I don't know what you're talking about, but
right.
A woman
you make me want to fucking run right now.
Right. Like the
bitches just started running.
Like like
bitches.
Back when you were young, when I was younger, a girl that that was smoking hot, she had an attitude. It was cute then. But when you get a little older, you know what I mean. It starts kind of it stops being cute.
Like, bitch, you ain't that cute.
Bitch, you ain't that.
You
cute.
are not that fucking cute to have all this attitude.
That's the best, example I
can
give you.
Bitches are your big turn on.
Well, I mean, so you don't like to get your taint licked or anything like that.
Personality can go a long way.
True.
All right.
How about physical? Wait, we're not done. Hang on, Alex. How about physical turn on?
We're not.
How about physical turn on?
I'll give you another turn off. Dirty shoes.
Yeah.
That's turn off.
Oh, okay. There you go. Do you have any physical turn ons?
Physical turn ons. I mean, like
motorboat.
Am I ass man? Am I a boob man?
Motorboating.
You like a fat ass? You like hips? You like?
Of course. I like all that. I like a woman with a beautiful body.
Tell me your perfect woman, Alex.
Perfect woman.
One that isn't a bitch with clean shoes.
There ain't no nothing. That doesn't exist, bro. I'll tell you. Okay. I'm not gonna mention no names, but I'll tell you the perfect woman. I'll tell you who the perfect woman was.
Who?
We used to get food. We
got real fucking quiet just now.
We used to get food for free from her. Okay. So I'll just leave it at that.
The lunch lady.
So I'm not mentioning no names.
I'm looking at a free lunch card. You had a free lunch card.
Yeah, there you go. We'll call her the lunch lady.
All right. So you want to go, Tori?
Sure. Okay. So biggest turn-ons. I like humor. It's kind of. I'm like Alex. Kind of boring, right? I like humor. If you can make me laugh, it's awesome. I like consideration, generosity. I like somebody who's like positive and like a go-getter, right? Basically the things that you want somebody to be, right? So those are hot to me. Physically, I love me a good grip. Even if you just grip my hip, doesn't matter what we're fucking doing. You grip me up just a little strong grip. I love a nice grip. I'm not, and you can choke me too, but
damn.
But I gotta give you permission for that because not everybody knows how to do that. Sometimes you can have a safe word, but if you know how to do it right, then I don't need a fucking safe word, right?
Flower or flower?
Mango.
Flower, spell it. Go ahead.
But I do like flowers too. Flowers are a plus. I love flowers.
No, flower. I meant the safe word. F-O.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
You are F-L-O-V-E-R.
Never mind.
Rosebud.
Mango. Rosebud. No, mango really was my safe word for a long time, but
mango.
It's a whole nother story.
Oh, no.
I just like consideration and I like generous. I like somebody who's like, oh, I picked you up a nice like little shit, right? Head over, do you get a nice tea? Do you want that? Like, I just like that shit. And you don't have to be like super fancy. Right. You don't got to be super fancy. Everybody always seems to think that they got to take you on this extravagant. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like gifts. Let's just go ahead. Okay. I like gifts. Right now. But I can be super cheap gift or it can be an expensive gift, but it's just the thought, right? It's that consideration of the thought or just someone to say, hey, how was your day? Gift. Right? So many guys don't even ask you how your day was.
Yeah.
So
compliments, like nice, like your hair, you got your hair done.
That's another thing. If I look like shit, tell me I'm pretty anyways.
Yeah, there you go.
So those are my turn-ons.
God, what is wrong with your face? You look so beautiful.
So fucking pretty.
Well, turn off.
It's like if I'm mad, be like, oh, bitch, but you're pretty. I'm like, okay.
I do like a woman that is a sports fanatic. That is a turn-on. I forgot to mention that. Okay. That's probably number one. I mean, you don't have to be into that, but just it be at least
that's your thing.
Be willing
to sit next to me, hold my peanuts at the baseball game.
Damn, this guy. Hold my. It's bat day today.
Go. See, I like sports. I'm easy in that sense.
Okay, so turn off.
So turn off. I mean, God, there's so many. I can't stand a guy who.
This is what I was waiting to hear. Go ahead. I'll let you come.
So. I'm better that I do it best kind of guy. You know, the guy who you'll be like, oh, did you see that truck? Oh, mine's better. Oh, did you that so-and-so did that? Oh my God, so-and-so's husband hung this whatever. I could do that better. I dated a guy like that. Everything you said.
Overdoing it. Everything.
He could do it better. He was the best. He was the best of everything.
That's a character right there, man.
So fucking annoying.
That's a character right there.
So Mr. Know-it-all that I have.
Yeah. That's funny though.
I'm best at everything. And then another thing, and I think I was telling you about this yesterday. Just yesterday it happened, and I had to send a mean text today because I can't. So, a guy who immediately is like, hey, how are you? I'm good. You have like a couple sentences, and then boom, hey, what are you wearing? What?
Damn.
Fucker jogging pants, right? Why do we have to go right into all of I don't know. It's just.
What are you wearing?
Or how did you sleep?
Oh, I see what you're wearing. I'm looking through my telescope.
How did you sleep? I slept good. You know, as soon as he said, how are you? How did you sleep? I said, I slept good. He go, oh, what did you wear to bed? I said, pajamas. Because, like, there's just no, like, build-up, right?
Right.
So I said pajamas. What kind of pajamas? I just stopped replying at that point. It's just annoying. Or, hey, what are you doing? Oh, grocery shopping. Send me a pic. Motherfucker. It's irritating. Right. So today it started again, and I got a text that said, "I guess you're too busy to reply," and that's when I.
Oh my god.
And that's what I went off.
Annoying.
Hey, those passive aggressive motherfuckers out there.
Yes, that was my third passive aggressive. Don't try that shit with me. It's not gonna fly. So there's lots of turnoffs. Oh, and chewing with your mouth open, fucking gross. But and don't blow your nose while I'm eating. Turn your face away.
Shout out to my friend's sister. She used to. When we were younger and you were chewing with your mouth, she was like, I would rip your jaw off if you keep chewing like that. If you don't chew with your freaking mouth shut.
Right.
That was no right there.
Unless you got food stuff and you're trying to talk. Like, I understand if you're talking to me and you're talking.
She'd be like, close your mouth, chew with your mouth closed, you stupid idiot jerk.
I'm okay with, like, I'm okay with, like, say we're sitting at a table and we're eating and we're having a conversation. I'm fine with that. But if you're just chewing like a fucking sow, like, you fucking heifer. I need you to stop. I don't want to hear all that fucking smacking. Who raised you?
Food hanging from your mouth and shit.
I don't want no smacking.
So we could go on about my turnoffs, but we'll just keep it at that.
All right. So turnoff for me, I got to be honest with you, all the ladies out there, I'm a nasty motherfucker. So I love nasty shit in the bedroom. I'm a nasty motherfucker, whatever. So those are my turn off. You lick my taint, you got my heart. That's all.
He likes to get pegged too. He said nasty, real nasty.
No, not that type of nasty.
Well, wait. Oh,
where's
the level of nasty?
That's a super duper nasty.
Toss you in the bathtub. Just toss you in the bathtub.
What? That's not nasty. Ew.
That's super duper nasty. That's over to the right.
So you want a woman to shit on your chest nasty? What kind of nasty?
No, not that nasty. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of in that same car. Yeah, I'm not looking for a Cleveland steamer. I'm just not.
So nasty, like, give some examples.
Cleveland steamer.
I just said lick my taint. You know.
That's kind of normal. Women don't normally do that.
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm just telling you. Say
Cleveland steamer.
On the national anthem.
Al's face is 10 shades of red right now.
That shit is hilarious. I haven't heard you say that.
Did you say sing the national anthem with your balls?
Yeah, hum when you're singing.
That's hilarious.
Do the national anthem. Oh, man. That type of shit.
Call him Mr. Snowball.
Guy wants to know, do you like to be rained on?
Oh, man.
No, rain. Oh, yeah, golden shower.
Hey.
I don't. I'll piss on a girl in a minute.
Will you let her piss on you? We know. You're like, baby, lay down the tarp.
What's his name? Pissed on everybody. What's his name?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, yeah, I'll be R. Kelly, but she's gonna be over age. I'll piss on a motherfucker in a minute. I'll tell you,
she'll be like 90.
Get in the shower. I'm gonna piss all over you, all in your hair. You better have that.
I had a guy ask me if he could do that before. I was like, "Fuck, no, you're not.
You're not doing.
You're not doing that.
She said, "Do I look like a tree?
No,
I look like a tree."
I don't know. I love the taint. I don't know what it is, but I like a girl that sucks on my chest.
Sensitive.
I don't know. Sensitive areas.
Yeah, sensitive areas. That's like me with the grip. That's like me with the grip. You can just grip me, even if it's on my elbow. I'm like, ooh, damn, boo.
Damn. And I don't like to be. I don't like to suck my toes, or she sucked my toe. That's not a turn on. That is, and the ass eating, the pagan. I'm not into that.
Yeah, I don't like the toes either.
I'll eat a girl's ass in a minute, but I ain't letting her eat my ass. I'm just not.
You ever have somebody want to suck on your toes before?
I'm gonna tell her. I said, you want jelly or syrup? Which one do you prefer? I don't care. Jelly or syrup. Turn off. I definitely would say passive aggressive, bad attitude. Like I said, I've been with somebody. Good morning. What's fucking good about it?
Yes. Oh, that's the worst. So negative. Negativity.
What's good about it? The cat.
I was like, it's like
what's good about it is your Uber's here.
Yeah, it's like a black cloud that just sucks the fucking life out of you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't like that. The passive aggressive, bad attitude. Right. You know, wakes up with a stick in her ass so far. You know, sometimes I get it. Sometimes you're in a bad mood. And then you take a girl and you fuck the shit out of her and she's happy. She's a happy camper. Or you get her food and she's happy. Like, I want a woman that's going to be definitely happy with simple things, you know?
Do you guys, I never understood this, how people, you know, people are like, oh, I'm not a morning person, because you had said something about waking up.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I just never, me neither. I just never
what does that even mean?
I actually had a guy I was dating tell me I was too fucking happy in the morning. He's like, God, you're too fucking happy. I was I'm awake. I'm alive. He's like, why are you so fucking happy right now?
Were like, just hey, like, you know.
Yeah, that's me. I'm happy in the morning. I give you your space though. I'm quiet, right?
No, I'm a happy guy in the morning,
but
and
I'm happy.
I'm getting a blowjob in the morning. I'm even happier. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a happy guy.
I just never got that. I'm not a morning person. Like, don't blame it on your coffee, Susan. You're a bitch anyways. Yeah. You're a bitch without your coffee.
Yeah, so. You're a bitch anyways, Karen. You're a bitch. Just
I know it's not the greatest because you're tired, but so.
Bad attitude. Always, you know, everything is always like, someone else.
What'd you have for breakfast? For Nation Instant Bitch? Damn.
Right.
Everyone saying that someone else is everything. Blame everything for, you know, a finger pointer.
Finger pointer syndrome. I call that my ex-husband.
Everything someone else's problem.
Oh my God.
And, you know, they get, you know, and I said how many, you know, just total attitude. Look, you know what? Yeah, I'm like, go home and wash your pussy. But what I think it is, and here's the thing: we wake up every morning, cherish every moment. Life is too short. Have a fucking smile on your face from ear to ear. That's all I can tell you. As long as you you got to have a good personality and a good sense of humor. Because I will take you there. Yeah. Sorry.
No, every day above ground is a good day. Yeah. You know, I always say we all have issues. We all have problems. Some are more severe at times than others.
Right.
But if you put it in a bigger perspective, there's somebody out there begging for your problems.
Right.
They're begging for your issue. They're begging for whatever you're stressing about.
Someone always has it worse. So, you know.
They do.
Be grateful for what you have. And stay in your fucking lane. And
gratitude is a turn on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And someone that's not being appreciative, I want to stab them in their eye. I just want.
Right in the eye.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. You know, because I like to buy my girl stuff. And if I buy her some stuff, I don't like it. I don't like. Just say thank you.
I had a girlfriend like
Where's
that.
the matching bracelet at?
Oh yes, I had a girlfriend like that. Like he would buy her cute, even like I said, even just brought her candy, right? Just brought her something. She's like,
"What's this?"
Right? Why did he get me this? Or she would be like, I wanted the purple one, not the pink. There. Like what? Yeah. What? I'm like, I like pink. I like pink. I like it all. Like I don't know, just so gross.
And I
stopped hanging out with her because of that.
I like when you first start dating a girl,
right there.
When you first start dating a girl and you guys are like flirtatious,
it's so
and
uncomfortable.
you have fun. Like you have fun, and it needs to stay that way. Because sometimes when someone you end up being with them for 4 years, it just goes sour, and it's just like.
You know what I think though happens is people don't become friends first. They just date and they just jump into it, and they're like, I don't know, they're in such a hurry nowadays, so they don't really know who the person is or what they like. And then, everybody puts their best face forward when you start dating somebody.
Yeah, because I heard that. So here, and I don't mean to go down deeper in the rabbit hole, but I heard that. So they say when you meet somebody and you're dating somebody, you send your best person forward.
Absolutely.
You send this cookie cutter thinking you want this person to like you or love you or so it's like the fake you, but really when it comes down to
everybody has flaws, so they hide their flaws.
You move in with the guy or girl, they're totally different. They don't like to do any of that stuff they originally said. Like I like to go on vacation. I like to do all kinds of crazy stuff, have a good time. This is me from start to finish.
Right.
Not a boring person, and I like to do things, and I like to go places, and I like to see things, adventurous. So I stay the same way. And I think a lot of people, like I said, you send this fake person out to meet this person, and then in 2 years you're like, "Fuck, what did I fall in love with?"
Well, they can't keep up. You know, those people, right? Those people can't keep up with the fake person that they pretended they were, because it's not who they are. So it's a lot of work, and you're putting in all this work to pretend you're this person, or to keep this persona up of who you are instead of just being yourself from the get. And honestly, if you were yourself from the get, that probably, that there people are beautiful.
It might save you both a lot of time.
Then exactly that person probably wouldn't have liked you, or vice versa. If that person was who they were from the get, and you start to see it, you're like, I would have never fucking dated.
I would even never talk to them
ever if I would have known this is how they are. That's why I don't know. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends who are afraid to be alone, and I'll say it, and I've told them this, where they just jump from, fuck it, here it is. They jump from relationship. It's the truth, though. They jump from relationship to relationship because they don't like to be alone. They don't, they say they do. Oh, I can be alone. I'm fine. Bitch, no, you can't.
I can be alone. I got 12 vibrators.
Be alone for a year. Be alone for a year. I promise you that will be the best thing you ever did for yourself, is to be alone for a significant amount of time, whether it be 6 months, a year. I think 6 months is kind of probably the beginning. Anything less than that, you're still holding, if you were in a long-term relationship or just something that actually maybe meant something to you guys, I think you still hold on to baggage, and you hold on to trauma that happened from that, if, whatever the issue was. So best thing I ever did for myself was be single for a while, because it showed me.
I mean, it sucks to be lonely, and it sucks big time. But
there's times where I'm like, God, I want a boyfriend.
When you meet somebody, it's gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be a lot better.
And that's what taught me who I am, what my turn-ons are, what my turn-ons are, my turn-offs are, what I will not compromise. But also, it just allows me to be myself transparently. Like, this is who I am. And I'm not going to fucking pretend, because I know that I've been alone for how long, and I'm fine if you don't like who I am. I love me, and my friends love me. My mama love me. Right? But
so,
I don't know. Again, you got to be friends for a while. I think people should be friends too, because then you see who that person is for real. Even like their bad moments, right? You already know what their bad moments are. You know what their flaws are. You know if they, I don't know, pick their nose. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't pick my nose.
Blow their nose right while you're eating.
What, like in your face, right? You're like, whoa. I need you to can you just turn your face into the corner? I had a boyfriend that did that. It was gross.
Or you can do like the other tests, after a few dates, or being with someone a few months, Give
them the door test. Oh,
where'd he go?
The door, I was going to say a door test.
And then he disappeared. Somebody opened the trap door on him just now.
Oh, Bronx. Somebody opened the door up.
They're like, and you're done.
Oh, Alex, did you hear what you said? Somebody opened the trap door on you.
We said somebody opened the trap door on you.
I can't hear you guys talking over each other. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
We're laughing. Nothing.
What happened?
Someone opened the trap door on you, they said.
You were gone. Anyways, after a few months of dating.
I was just going to say, you can do the fart test. You know what I mean? How long before you're with somebody, and if you fart in front of them, and you're comfortable enough to fart in front of them.
You guys are okay with women in fart in front of you?
No. Go in the bathroom.
He said, no, just get up and go to the bathroom. Like, what if her stomach's hurting really bad? Is it okay to be like, I got to go in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Is it okay for her to tell you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which just, I know girls that are just let
okay with that. Okay. Don't be like, oh, excuse me.
No.
Do the leg up.
Yeah, do the leg up.
Well, how about for a guy though? Is it okay for the guy to do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He said yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how long you're with somebody. And,
but there's no like consideration.
A
like
year.
Don't walk over here.
What
for
is
a
that
second
called
date.
where you fart under the covers and you cover
I
her
will
face?
fuck anyone up that ever does. That's a Dutch oven, and that is grounds for divorce. Like,
oh my God.
Don't Dutch oven me, and don't fucking put the child locks on and do that shit in the car.
Fart differences.
I've had that happen to me in the car before, where
I need every guy out there right now that's listening. Please Dutch oven your wife just once, and then post
You're gonna get your nuts punched. You probably shouldn't do that. I'm just forewarning you.
Damn.
Dutch oven. So that's all I got. We have someone that missed the show last. I think it was last month. Benny Velez. He has the freestyle concert coming up. That's pretty much all I got. I want to tell you guys thanks. Prayers out to my dad, definitely. Prayers out to my cousin Chrissy D. So everybody out there, make sure you guys take care of yourself. Eat right. Taking care of yourself.
Stay away from that fast food.
Fast food, Burger King shit.
Eat your veggies.
Yeah. Make sure you're actually washing your hands because this pandemic is going to come back if we don't be careful. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated. I know people don't want to. Get vaccinated. Wash your hands, and definitely always wash your ass. So that's all I got. You can follow me everywhere at Greek Swift on all platforms. Alec?
You can follow me at Alex Sportsmouth on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Appreciate it. Share with your friends.
Yeah.
Share with your friends.
And you can follow me, Tori Rochelle, on Facebook, at All Beauty All Beast on Instagram, and The Savage Kitty, that's THEE Savage Kitty, on Twitter. And keep tagging hashtag Show Me Your Kitty.
Show me your kitty. Here you go.
I love it.
Make sure you guys follow us on all platforms, like our show, subscribe it, share it. Much love, everybody. You have a good, safe night, Tori. And I need to get back to Arizona because it's sticky and nasty here. Good night.
Good night.